Hey, also Nitro nerds here, and this is our current projects for the week of, first week of October. This is going to be the quickest video of our project snapshot that we've ever done, but I got some really cool stuff going on that I want to share with you. First of all, if you were one of our giveaway contest winners, I appreciate everyone's patience. We've been so swamped, we haven't had a chance to do anything, and I haven't mailed them out yet. We haven't even signed the stuff. We are going to print up some certificates of authenticity for everyone. Anyways, thanks again. I'm going to try this week to get it shipped out. Hey, it's free stuff you're getting, so you'll get it sooner or later, I promise. And once again, thanks for your patience. It is coming, I promise.
We can act if we want to, if we don't, nobody will. And you can act real rude and cold, you're moving like an act like an imbecile. We can dance, we can dance.
Losi 2.0, we're just wrapping up the break-in process on this. I'm going to post a video probably in the next day or so. I've actually done most of the break-in myself. Andrew helped a little bit with the initial engines, but number one, I'm the mechanic, and so that's my job. Number two, if anybody's going to screw up an engine, it's going to be me. And third, he's been real busy with other stuff. Boom, there's Andrew with the big shot.
Brought down by number one, Andrew Prince. Fumble on the play, recovered in the backfield by number one, Andrew Prince.
Here he comes, the man. And after the break-in video, we're going to take it to the track, and I'll be posting a tuning video that should be up hopefully this weekend, because we won't be able to get to the track until this weekend. But other than that, everything's looking real good for the Losi 2.0. As far as Big Bertha's concerned here, this is what you need to know. Well, the 810 is my favorite vehicle. This right here is probably my second favorite vehicle. It was the very first kit I've ever built, and I freaking love it. My focus is on this now, right after we break in the B5 engine. There's quite a bit I'm going to do to it, but I'm not going to go over that just yet. All I'm going to tell you is this. You're going to find out in next week's project update. I will say this. What I'm doing here with Big Bertha excites me more than probably anything I've ever done with any of my RC vehicles. Stay tuned. Finally got the starter box working. I had to rewire everything, and it actually turns out it was this hot wire right here. You can see that it frayed a little bit, so it wasn't making a connection. So it means that I'm all set, and now I can begin troubleshooting Big Bertha, right? Wrong. Ugh. But the main thing is I got it fixed now. Mini 8 came with a battery and or charger that's pretty much DOA. I mentioned earlier that I've been swamped. I haven't even called Horizon Hobby yet. I am definitely going to be converting it to a LiPo, but there's some things I want to think through, like do I want to get an adapter for the EC2 connection, or do I just want to go ahead and change it all to Tamiya or whatnot. Also, I'm not so sure if the balancing board on my charger works. I got to get that taken care of. Anyways, but this is probably the least of my priorities right now. Losi 810 running like a dream. I was going to do a tuning video on the clutch setup because it had what I thought was a bit of a lag. However, when I took it out to the track, my God, I mean, it was a freaking rocket. So kind of a lesson learned on my end, and something I knew, is you really don't want to test things out or jump to any conclusions until you actually test it on the surface in which you're going to run. Other than that, for this week, I've ordered some hard anodized pivot balls. Pretty expensive. I'm going to replace them all out. There's like 25 bucks for them. But I talked to a lot of guys that run the SCT, and they say that, I mean, they just rave about them and says it eliminates all slop, it's smooth, all that good stuff. So I figured, what the hell. Once again, nothing but the best for my Losi 810. Nothing to report on the Mugen. Yep, it's still a badass.
You take 'em all, the man.
Big Bertha, I got up and running over the weekend. We tried to do a basking video, but unfortunately it was raining, so we couldn't get out. However, one evening it did kind of dry up a little bit. So we went out, and I'll set the scene for you. There's probably 15, 20 people out, and a lot of them were actually driving their RC cars. I noted that a lot of people are getting, in fact, one of my neighbors just catty corner from us is getting a Savage. It'll be here Friday. And so I decided, let's take the Savage out, see how we do. And I took it out, hit the throttle, and off it went. And off it went, and off it went. It went probably 15, 20 houses. It went out of view. And it was keeping a straight line, too. That was the thing. It was just going, going, going. And Andrew and his buddies, they hauled ass. You know, some of them jumped on their bikes and they went and got it. And so here's what I think happened, because effectively it's losing its range. And you can see here on the antenna wire, it's a little bit spliced, it's a little bit cut, but I wouldn't think that's enough to affect it, but who knows. Boy, I don't want to buy a new receiver. I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions on what to do about that, just tape it up or what, I don't know. But we'll see, because the batteries and everything are charged on it. So let me know what you think about that. If you have any advice, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. And then finally, regarding the Hyper 7, here's the least you need to know. If what I have planned for it works, and I'm 90% confident it will, this could very well be one of the baddest Hyper 7s that's out there. And that's not even my goal. It just will be. So once again, in the next project update, I'll unveil what I'm looking to do. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. We're going to go finish breaking in this engine.